Welcome to the Foghorn Station podcast, where I tell stories that transport you to the land of Almanati and its mythical island of Foghorn Station. These stories are an introduction to this world and gently told to soothe your nervous system and to help you relax. Over this first season, we will explore some of its magical secret spots that will open up a place that you can always call upon for a moment of calm. On today's story on Foghorn Station Island, you have spent the last 3 days in the Foghorn Station lighthouse watching storms roll by. Today you will emerge from the storms into a beautiful day. You will take a meditative walk along a mystical footpath surrounded by flowers and the ocean. Discover a secret communications room, and then in the treehouse forest you will find a cozy spot surrounded by nesting birds, listening to the sounds of the forest as you fall asleep. Let us begin. These stories are designed to relax your nervous system, so it is not advised to listen to them when you are driving. I invite you to get comfortable sitting in a chair or laying down somewhere comfortable. I am going to guide you through a breathing exercise to help balance and calm your nervous system. When you are settled somewhere, I invite you to place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Take a moment to notice your heart beating under your hand and the quality of the rhythm that it is sharing with you. Let's take 3 breaths together to start our calming process. Let your body get settled into your spot and make sure that you are completely comfortable. Let's take a deep breath in together, in through the nose, and gently release out through the mouth. And being aware of the hand on your belly, gently rising and falling with your breathing. And again, taking a deep breath in through the nose and very slowly and gently release it out through the mouth. And the feeling of the hand and your belly going down. And again, taking a deep breath in through the nose and gently release through the mouth very slowly. There you go. taking a moment to feel your heartbeat through your hand and noticing that the rhythm has changed. If your hands feel comfortable where they are, then leave them there for this story. Or now would be a good time to resettle them to another place. I am now going to guide you through a process to relax some of the muscles in the body that hold the most amount of tension. When these muscles release, you will feel a tremendous calm. And so I now invite you to pay some attention to your jaw. The complex muscles of the jaw tends to hold a great amount of stress and tension. With your lips closed, consider opening your mouth just a little and relax your jaw. Just relax. Let it release that tension. That's right. Let it all go. Relax the muscles of the lips, the tongue, and the muscles of the mouth. Feel them letting go of the tension stored there. All the things that you did not say but wanted to are being released from the muscles of the mouth and the face. Releasing the muscles of the eyes and forehead. Just let them all melt and soften. And now, turning your attention to your neck. Just send a wave of relaxation from the top of your head down through all the muscles of your face and into your neck, releasing those muscles. That's right. Just relax. See if you can feel the muscles that go from behind the ears and down into your shoulders. So much tension is stored here. Just imagine it releasing by sending a wave of deep relaxation over the top of your head and down your neck and into the muscles of your shoulders. And release. Your head, face, and neck are all beautifully relaxed, and all of that tension is melting away and leaving your body to rest. And again, sending a wave of relaxation from your head all the way down your body to the tip of your toes and relax. That's right. Just relax. Your muscles are melting into the surface behind you, and all the stress from the day is letting you go. You are so relaxed and peaceful now. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and very slowly release through the mouth. Good. Now that we have relaxed your body, let us begin our story so that you can soothe your busy mind. You are starting another day on Foghorn Station Island. Last night, you spent the evening in the lighthouse library, poring over the hand-drawn maps of the area and the various surrounding islands. This morning, you are sitting in the library window seat, looking out and watching as the island emerges with the rising sun. You have a cup of your favorite beverage in your hands, and you are feeling grateful for this gentle morning. There's been 3 days of heavy rain and thunder on the ocean, and you have spent that time exploring the rooms of the lighthouse. You have sat in the lamp, watching the view as the Foghorn Station Island sails on the ocean to an as yet unknown destination. You have not seen anyone else on the island, but you feel that the island itself is in charge of its destiny. It does not appear to be merely floating on the ocean, but propelling itself somewhere. You don't know where that is, but you feel certain that it is taking you somewhere that you really need to go. Somewhere that will be powerful for you. You have been on Foghorn Station Island for a couple of weeks now, and you have settled into life on the island beautifully. You eat when you are hungry. You exercise and explore when you have the energy. And you sleep when your body is tired. Your body and mind are emerging into the person you know that you are without the demands of others' schedules upon it. You have been pondering some questions in your life and feel like the answers are going to present themselves to you through your new rituals in this place. Your time in the lighthouse has been magical and restorative, listening to the rain, reading the books, enjoying the relaxing activity of cleaning up the brass that is all through the building. And of course, looking at the rainy view from the various lighthouse windows. And today, the rain has gone, and the sun has come out, and you are ready to walk and breathe the fresh ocean air. You get dressed in your favorite clothes. The fabric feels wonderful on your skin. You walk out of the library and gather your shoes from the landing outside. From the center of the lighthouse, you start to slowly walk down the stairs, looking at the artwork on the walls as you go by. With each step that you move down, you are feeling calm, peaceful, and relaxed. The staircase has a thick brocade rope that you hold onto on the way down, and it feels incredibly strong and sturdy. You feel fully supported by it. And a few more steps you go down, you continue to feel calm, peaceful, and relaxed. As you move down these steps, there appear portraits on the walls of the women who have been lightkeepers for the lighthouse. Pictures of the many dogs that have lived here, and lots of portraits of snails. Groups of snails in moonlight, snails in a circle around a small shrub, and lots of snail face portraits. The paintings are framed with gold frames of painted driftwood. Down the steps of this spiral staircase gallery you go, and as you walk down the steps, you are feeling more relaxed, calm, and peaceful. You are looking forwards to the day unfolding just as you need it to. Just a day doing what you would like, when you would like to do it. You reach the bottom of the staircase and push open the heavy door. The day greets you with the fresh brine air of the ocean, and you can see the treehouse forest on the floating morning mist. What is this smell? You wish that you could bottle it up and wear it all the time. There is a crispness to the air that shows promise of opening up into a bright and sunny day. You walk down the exterior concrete lighthouse steps to the station house train platform. Looking out to the ocean, you again see the spot of land that you have been noticing for the last few days. It is bigger today. You must have traveled quite some distance last night. You can start to see the shape of this land. It has high mountains and a horseshoe shape to it with a giant cove in the middle. As soon as you see it, you feel an instant connection to this land that you can't quite put your finger on. You are drawn to it. It feels comforting that the island that you are sailing on is taking you closer. You walk to the end of the train platform and the station house. You see the train tracks sitting on the edge of this giant glass dish that you are sailing in. The tracks sit on the rim of the dish, waiting for land and the next mail delivery and guest to arrive. To your right is a cobbled stone ramp that goes down to the rocks and the water below. You start to slowly walk down the ramp, your feet enjoying the sensation of the cobbles through your shoes. You take time to walk from heel to toe and feel each step move through the bones of your feet, heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe. At the bottom of the ramp, you arrive at the water under the railway bridge. The light from the water is casting patterns all around you. The water is crystal clear, and looking down, you can see the starfish stuck to the sides of the rocks. So many of them, in all colors of blue, pink, purple, and green. By the water's edge, under the bridge, you can see a rock. that has a curved part to it, just like a chair. You walk down to the rock and settle yourself into this curved chair. It fits perfectly to your body. You sit there for a long time, watching the big blue fish swim by. The starfish make their slow walk over the rocks. The giant blue fish swimming by, the same ones that you saw in the underwater observation room. Watching them from above, you see them glide by and remember what it was like seeing them from a different angle and looking into their curious eyes. At the water's edge is a metal tripod with a large metal funnel coming out of it of one side. A sign next to it says, Chorus Pattern Number 1, Listening Station. Over the water, the funnel has a spout that hovers above an area where there are bubbles coming up. The bubbles rise slowly to the surface of the water and bursting with a little tiny explosion. The bubbles are quite mesmerizing to watch come wobbling their way from deep below in a slow dance to the surface. You start to count the bubbles as they emerge and time them from the moment that you see them to the time that they burst open at the surface. It takes 4 seconds for the bubbles to emerge. Seeing a bubble, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, and there it emerges. You realize that you are breathing at the same time as the pace of these bubbles. 1, 2, 3, 4. The bubble wobbles its way to the surface. Your brain is delighted by this activity, and you are feeling incredibly peaceful. 4 seconds in different patterns, and then their gentle explosions as they greet the air. The funnel listening station sits right above where they all burst open their stories. And you know that this rich bubble language is being shared with you. Somewhere, you know, on this island, you will find more information on these musical bubble languages. You watch the water reflect around the underside of the bridge. It is so calming here. You think about the other people that must have sat in this same rock chair, watching these bubbles. You wonder about the women who have lived here and what they thought about when they sat in this very spot. What did their days look like? How did they communicate with other people? Were they on the ocean for long stretches of time? You hope that the answers to these questions will come to you, and that the island will show you more information about the women who have lived here. You think about your own life and what it would be like if you stayed here. Could you live here? You spend some time wondering about what this island was teaching the people that have lived here. To your right is a pathway. The pathway has a high brick wall on one side of it, and the rocks and the water and the ocean on the other. The wall is made of various stones stacked to perfection. They are dark pink, light pink, browns and creams. Some of the rocks are rounded and jut out just a little, and others are smooth and flat. The intricate way that they have been laid out is a work of beauty. You think about the people who made this wall and where they got the rocks. How did they get these rocks here? And how long did it take them to create this wall that must be at least 4 miles long? On top of the wall are large rose bushes, trees, and other flowering shrubs in a massive hedgerow. You have been watching this pathway from the lighthouse windows emerge and disappear with the fog tides. You know that this path ends at the treehouse forest at the far end of the island. How you have enjoyed watching the lights coming on in the forest and the way the rooftops peek out of the trees with their soothing deck lanterns glowing in the night. Yes, this is the journey for the day. You will explore this pathway today. You stand up from your rock seat and say goodbye to the starfish, bluefish, and the musical bubble messages. You make your way to the start of the path underneath the train track bridge, and you begin your walk. The path is made of concrete, but on top is a small layer of pea gravel of different colors, and it makes a wonderful crunching sound as you walk. You enjoy the way it feels under your feet. You will arrive at a sign on the wall that reads, "Entirely planted by birds." The high wall is on your right, with the roses and shrubs falling over the top and hanging just above your head. You stop to smell the flowers, and each one is a delightful scent that you have never experienced before. The flowers are of all colors and hues, and starting to open up to the morning sun. These are wildflowers. They are not pruned or trained. They have been planted here by the birds and have grown with the hedges and trees and other flowers in a giant cacophony of interconnected leaves, roots, and flower buds. You wonder what they say to each other, how they help each other grow, and what their scent means to the insects who flutter around them. The sun is beginning to get warmer now, and it lights up the wall, the colors from the bricks, path, and water with an orange glow beautifully. You put your sun hat on and look out at the path and the horizon beyond it. You love pathways and journeys that they hold in them, and what thoughts will come to you on this one? The water in the dish all around is so deep that you cannot see the bottom. Once in a while, as you walk, you see a fish jump or the ripple of the water to show you that they were there. And you feel the community of life under the water, the richness of this place, and all that is happening that you do not understand. There is a deeper level of non-human time here that you can feel, and you want to know and experience it with all of your senses. You keep walking along the path, looking at the plants, walking in and out of pools of shadows from the trees. You are about halfway to the treehouse forest that you can see beyond. The path takes a dip down just a little, and at the bottom of the dip there is a curve to the wall, and in that curve is a little cove. The plants hang down like a waterfall, and beyond them you see something shiny, just a little glint of a shimmer. You put your hands inside the plant waterfall and pull them gently to one side. Behind, you see a small door with a little window next to it in the wall, just big enough for one person to go inside. A plaque next to the door says, "Communications Room." You turn the little handle and the door opens easily. You are met with the sound of multiple machines whirring away. You enter the room and stand there for a moment as your eyes adjust to the dim light. The room is square with 4 tables in it, each with a machine sitting neatly in the center of each one. Headphones are sitting next to them. In the very center of the room, coming down from the low ceiling, is another machine. It is green and covered in dials and knobs and levers and 3 reels with tape on it. Lines from the machine in the center of the room go to the 4 tabletop machines. All of them appear to be on, and the whirring is coming from inside them, as though they are just waiting for communication to come in and they would spring to life. You walk around the room with its map-covered walls and run your hands over the buttons on the keyboards. You arrive at the wall opposite the door you came through, and there is a blue velvet curtain. You run your hands down the soft fabric, and the curtains open up into another room that appears to be a very long corridor. You can see the occasional light flickering on the walls as it goes deeper into the island. The corridor room is at least 10 feet wide, with a line of bookshelves on one side, the Foghorn Station candelabra flickering lights hanging down the center, and on the other side are moving storage cabinets on wheels. What is this place? You start walking slowly into this room. It feels like hallowed ground here, with many sacred stories within it. You look at the bookshelves, and they have lots of long boxes in them with coded names on them. You pull one out that is about 3 feet long. You take it to one of the tables in the main room. You open the lid of the box, and inside is a long printed tape on a reel. It appears to be written in code with dashes and dots, and then handwritten notes next to each one that say things like case number 230987-24-23 has been placed on the docket for plant number 24678-77. Case approved. Connect with Lightkeeper on seed distribution for midnight run. Case number 741974-29-74. Resolution on message sent from listening station. Case for reparations approved. Starfish Station 1. Set for follow in 1 month. Case number 09-1980-567-09. Argument for silenced waters from listening station 74-3 received. First case for expedited response immediate. All of these reams of paper and coded messages creates many more questions for you. The place gives the energy being a very busy and active space. The floors have worn patches where people have sat with the machines. You feel the presence of many people in this space, and that at some time this room and hallway would be full of people and lots of activity. You sense the urgency and the importance of this work, but you don't know what it would be for. You decide to keep looking for more of these listening stations and to see if you can find a map of their locations in the map section of the Lighthouse Library. There are answers here to your questions, your urgency for belonging. For now, you are going to continue on your journey on the path around the island. You put back the long box on the shelf and leave the room through the small door. You gently part the hanging plant that covers this space and walk out onto the pathway. The sun is warm and high in the sky now. The water on the ocean calm. You can hear the seagulls flying over your head. You take off your sweater and tie it around your waist. and continue your walking along this incredible path towards the forest of tree houses. You decide that if you lived here, you would walk this path first thing in the morning and watch the sun come up. You walk slowly, taking it all in. The water and the island dish to your left, and the occasional big blue fish moving gently in the water. The greater ocean beyond the dish, the gentle waves, and the big island coming into view. It is truly a beautiful day. The hedgerow of its flowers, shrubs and trees to your right is made of a layered cascade of flowers and flowering trees. The colors range from gentle soft pinks to reds, purples, orange, and bright yellow. You feel so safe here and calm. You feel completely at ease, and you realize you feel totally yourself, and that you are really enjoying getting to know yourself. You like yourself. You stand still for a moment, wanting to soak up this place and this time in it, so that you will have it within you always. And whenever you feel stress or tension arising in your body, you will be able to recall this place and this peace that you feel. The treehouse forest that you have been walking towards is very close, and in time you arrive at a metal archway and a gate which you open. Turning around, you say goodbye to your special pathway. You turn to a sign next to the gate that reads, "Stick to the path. Do not disturb the mushrooms." The pathway goes from concrete and gravel to soft earth and pine needles. The ground gives a gentle bounce to your feet as you move. As you walk into the forest, the air temperature drops just a little and feels deliciously cool on your skin. It smells like tree sap, moss, and fresh earth. The quality of the air makes you feel instantly peaceful, calm, and relaxed. And the last of your worries, the little ones that were in the background of your mind, are leaving your body and floating up, 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 and out of the forest to the big sky beyond. You watch them float away, and away they go. They're gone. You feel so relaxed here and at home. The forest has several pathways moving through the big trees. You take the one to the left, hoping to still be able to see the ocean. Up in the trees are scattered little tree houses. Some are small with just one room, and others are 2 stories high with wraparound balconies. There are lanterns hanging on trees along the path, lighting the way. Everything is soft here and glowing As you walk along the path that you chose, you can see the forest floor and the intricate weaving of tree roots as they rise and fall from the ground like ocean waves. In between them are thousands of different mushrooms dotting the fallen branches, growing out of roots and out of mossy covered mother logs. Some are red, some are various shades of brown, some are white and translucent, and all are incredibly beautiful. It is clear to you that they are all communicating with each other, and you wish that you could hear what they were saying. You invite them to send you messages in your dreams so that they can tell you their stories. You arrive at the first staircase that is wide enough for at least 3 people to walk up. A sign next to it says, "Observation Platform." You start climbing the stairs as they wind around 3 giant trees. The stairs are made of thick wood planks. There is a railing to support you as you wind your way up. It feels very sturdy and safe. As you move up the steps, you go from the trunks of the trees into the low branches, and then as you get higher, you move into the top branches of these magnificent trees. When you arrive at the top, you are standing on a long wooden platform that has various couches and hammocks on it. There you are, nestled in amongst the tops of the trees, looking out to the ocean. On the other side of the platform, you can see into the deep forest and all the tree houses. And below, you can see the paths weaving in and out of the forest floor. There are several trees right next to the platform, and you can look into the branches and see the nests of birds. Lots of nests of various sizes with birds sitting in them, their eyes a symphony of blinking. This will be just the perfect spot to watch the ocean and see the sunset. You find the right place to settle down, trying to decide between an oversized long couch or a large hammock. You choose the right one for you and nestle in place. You gather the blanket that is next to you and wrap yourself up. You feel incredibly cozy and comfortable. You gaze out at the ocean and the island that is coming into view. You can see the mountains on it and the long white sandy beaches. Before long, you start to hear little chirrup sounds of crickets. You nestle in further, and the surface behind you wraps perfectly around your body in greeting. You feel comfortable in every way. The temperature is just right. The breeze is fresh and smells like the ocean and the forest. Your body is peaceful and calm. You are completely relaxed here, and you feel so safe. Your muscles are melting into the surface behind you, and sleep arrives in your body, and you enjoy the sensation of sleep inviting you to rest. You start to doze, feeling the edges of this world and your dreams merging. The sounds of the forest are lulling you. Your last thoughts are of the orchestra of mushrooms on the forest floor and of all their various shapes and sizes. You ask them to send you their dreams, and you know that they will. Rest now. There is nothing to be done but rest and relax. You are safe here. Sweet dreams, Foghorn Station traveler.